What's up, YouTube vinyl community? Will with Southern Grails back here with a long overdue video. Guys, it's been a while. It's been like 8 weeks since my last video, but man, God, I've been so busy. And you guys follow me on Instagram, man. You've been seeing some of the cool records that I've been finding, throwing up on my auction. But I got a few keepers here, and I'm gonna give a few shout outs to ones that I'm gonna be throwing up in a little special like 3-day auction starting tonight. So if you follow me, check out the old eBay page. I'm gonna be throwing these up tonight, starting bid $1. Some really great records. All right, now let's jump right into it. You guys want to see the good stuff. All right, just from the cover, everybody should know this one, right? We all know exactly what this is. No, this is a test pressing. This is Charles Tolliver Impact. Now this was originally on Strata East, but this is a live Germany recording. Like 1975, I believe. I think it was originally done 1971. I could be way off, but man, this is a really cool. Charles Tolliver started Strata East, and it's just really great live recording. Big shout out to my buddy Greg Heath. He's at Needle in the Hay Vinyl on Instagram. So if you guys are ever in Atlanta, he's always got crazy rare stuff. Thanks for that, Greg. Okay, this one, man, I found got a response on a Facebook post, and man, I was able to cherry pick some really great records yesterday. Picked up a few. This one, Shuggy Otis. Man, inspiration, information. This thing, look at that. This thing is near mint. I've come across these a few times. They're usually beat to death. Even the ones that are for sale are usually trash, and this is just one of those, like, it's a keeper. This is a keeper. Really great funk, blues, soul mix. You guys know Shuggy Otis, so I'm really happy to add this one to the permanent collection. Okay, this one I found at a thrift store here in Franklin. They usually never have stuff. Sometimes I go in there to find the kids like some cheap shoes stuff, because they, we're out here in the country, man. They burn through tennis shoes, but every now and then he'll have like a stack of records out. I don't know where he gets them, but they're always usually cheap, like $1. But the cover alone, man, Bass Patrol, Rock This Planet. This is an original, what's this, 1988. This is that Miami bass, electro, like almost like break beat. Really cool, man. You put it on, it really makes you want to clean. It's very high energy. But God, man, if you can dance, if you can tick and do the robot, this is one of those ones, man. This is one of those ones you want to have. Bass Patrol, if you like that Miami bass stuff, really kind of sought after. But check out that cover, man. Isn't that cool? Okay, this one here, everybody has this in their collection. I'm really just now getting turned on to it. I know I'm way behind. I'm like centuries behind. This Talking Heads, Remain in the Light. Now, this might be, look at that. This is like a near mint copy. This one's a little different from the other ones, because this one's got more like Fela Kuti African drums inspiration. It is so different. I'm really enjoying it. I put it on the other day. Of course, the wife's like, but I like it. Like, I dig it. It's really different, and I think I'm gonna keep on that for a while. Okay. There was a flea market out in Noonan, and my gut just said pull in. I always go in there every now and then. They're every weekend, but here Labor Day they're having the big. We have this big like citywide type yard sale here in Noonan on Labor Day, where it's just like all the houses down this road going all the way into town, just yard sale after yard sale. Anyway, I asked the lady, I was like, anybody got any records here? And they pointed, yeah, right down there. There's a guy's got 3 tubs, and they were selling for like $3 a piece. It was insane. I got this one, Public Image. Oh, this is so good. It's so super clean. This is, first issue. This is a first UK pressing. This is, if you don't know what this is, this reminds me, when I listen to this, I feel like I'm Tommy Shelby in Peaky Blinders. Every song in here, I just feel like I'm in an episode of Peaky Blinders. But the last song on this one has such a hip hop feel to it. It's really cool. Most people know this record, but I'm super happy to have a really clean original, man. This is really, really good. Okay, this came out of that, I didn't have these in order for some reason, but this came out of that spot in Riverdale that I just hit up. Oh my God, this is a big one. S-O-U-L, Sounds of United Liberation. Oh God, I'm butchering it. But this thing, look at that. Look at that disc. This is soul funk. Like, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I've seen 2 other copies, one at a record store, and they're usually beat, man. It's really tough to find a VG Plus copy. This disc is near mint. Like, I dropped the needle on it. Dude, it didn't make a sound. Not even in the runoff. It was quiet as a whisper. So I'm super, super happy. I had their second one, which is probably a little more common, I think. But this one, man, whew, that is heavy funk. All right, I've been getting into soul lately. I've been getting into good soul from the 70s. This one here, Leroy Hudson. Whew, look at that thing. Whew, so good, man. This is so good. Now, yeah, so Leroy Hudson and Donny Hathaway were roommates. Leroy obviously went on to put out way more albums because Donny left us a little early, man. But this is primo soul. All right, got some good jazz here. This, I've been told, is elevator music. This is Calvin Keys, full court press. This one was sealed when I got it. Really good. This is 1980, what year is this? 1985. Now, you know Calvin Keys, he did a couple on Black Jazz label. Really good, far out guitarist. But this one's it's more modern, man, but he shreds so good. You call this elevator music? I want to be stuck on that elevator for a while. I'll skip my floor purposely to listen to this. This is so good. Kind of tough to find too. It's on that, what is that? It's on that Olive Branch label. Really good. It's Calvin Keys. He's great. Okay, I'm not gonna go into the story how I found this one, man. Another Facebook thing, but I was able to pick through a collection. A lot of common stuff, but then there was this one in here. I'd seen the cover and I've heard of this guy, but I've never had one because they're kind of rare. William Burchett. Look at that. Whew. Opens the 7 gates of transcendental consciousness. Now this guy, William, which they called him, was it Master William Burchett? Anyway, he was a what they call a mail order mystic. So basically you could write a letter and send some money to his whatever, and you would get a record and it would come with a poster and this and that, and teach you how to find your inner spirit and be at peace and be at one with everything. This is just like really out there, like psychedelic. He did this kind of guitar. I'm really butchering it, but the people that know, he had this kind of unique sound. But it's really out there. Like it's not jazz. It's more like not Tibetan influence. They say he traveled. But anyway, there's a lot of, is it Tibetan? Anyway, super duper rare, really cool to have. I'm debating on whether to throw this up today for auction. I'm marinating on it. These are hard to find, man. They're hard to find and clean. This one's pretty clean. It's so quiet. It's one of those ones where even though it's clean, you're still gonna, because it's so quiet, you're still gonna get the little tick every now and then. Man, William Burchett. If you ever see it out there, pick it up. Happy to re-add this one back to the collection. I had this one years ago. This record I found in Stockbridge for like $1. It was one of the ones that really got me into collecting records. And I sold it to a buddy of mine, or I think we traded. And I was like, I gotta have it. It's so, so good. If you like that rockabilly kind of, not punk, but it's so good. It's the Gun Club, Fire of Love. Original 81 press on that ruby. This is it is so good. My kids love it. There's not a bad track on here. They did a second reissue that has a yellow, but the first one has the green. This is an amazing, amazing record. If you ever see it, they've gone up since I got it years ago, which was back like 2017. You could get these online for, you know, $40-50. Now they're gonna run you about $150, but it is worth it. It's a really, really solid record. Another re-edition, I've had this one before, but when you find such a clean copy, man, Gary Mulligan, Night Lights, original stereo. Look at that. That thing is clean. And this is the ones that you want clean because it's so quiet. But man, dude, you got Art Farmer on here. Really, really good. I think we all know this one, but happy to have that one. All right, man. It's amazing. You know, I've never kept this artist or this band, but when you find a clean copy of something that's hard to find clean, it's really difficult for me anyway to let it go. But this is the Doors, Waiting for the Sun. This is a first pressing. This thing is near mint. It's great and a little different from their first one. It's a little more psyche. I don't want to say poppy, but it's just different. I like it. A lot of people put their debut and then, like, you know, LA Woman as their top Doors, but super happy to have that one anyway. Okay, so this record here I've had for a while, and I want to go ahead and give a shout out / apology. Somebody reached out to me wanting to buy this record that I had listed on my eBay page. But at the same time, another buddy of mine, we've been going back and forth. He really wanted this album, and he lives here local. So the one guy who I follow his YouTube channel, I'm not going to name his name. He reached out. You know, I said, I'll let you have it for this. So when I take it down off the eBay page, my buddy messaged me. He's like, hey, you know, what happened? Did you sell that? I was like, oh, I got a buyer right now. He then offered me like double what it's worth in trade value. So I had to take it. And it's nothing personal, it's just business. But if you're watching, you know, I really am sorry, but it's just business. It's nothing personal. But anyway, it's The Perfect Circle. This is self-titled. This is a incredible Bay Area funk soul. 1977 on that Inner City label. Man, in the vein of like 24 Karat Black or Black Nasty. It's really, really good. It's the only one they put out. I think they kind of dispersed. They didn't really do anything. This is a tough album to find. Unfortunately, it's not going to be mine anymore. It's going to be going to somebody else's home. Again, if you're watching, man, I really am sorry from my heart, but you know, I got to do what's best. Put food on the table. But anyway, you see this? I really feel bad about it. That's why I felt I had to mention it. You know, I don't like doing business that way, but sometimes, you know, when you're in a business and you're trying to accomplish something, sometimes you got to do, you know, what's best for you and your household. Okay, we all know this album, Sly and the Family Stone. Man, but it's such a clean copy. Woo! Tough one to find. We just lost Sly recently. Rest in peace. But we all know this. Find a clean one. You gotta let it go. Okay, kind of like with the other one, these two I found at a show. So these are on Bluesville. Got Willie Dixon and Casey Douglas. So I got these at a show, and you know how it is when you don't have no way to really test it. You kind of just taking the people's word for it. So when I got these home, which is common with some of these prestige Bluesvilles, they'll get like a off-gassing haze to it, and it'll have kind of a, you know, just a little background hiss. And God, I wish there was a way to get rid of it. So anyway, I was gonna make a trade with a guy. I was like, man, well, they got the hiss in it, man. So what I was asking, I know it's gonna be dropped down. So I ended up taking them back. It's like, hey, see if you can throw them through your ultrasonic cleaner, see if it does any difference. Like, no, it doesn't difference. All right, we'll just keep them. Well, then he reached back out to me. He's like, look, man, if you want them, I'll make you a great deal on them. You know, I'll consider, you know how it plays and this like that. So it gave me a good deal. So I got them back into the collection, but I'm thinking I'm gonna throw these up in the auction. This one's great, man. This one's got like a full band with its saxophone. This one here is just straight up guitar. It is just straight up guitar, solo, really dirty Delta country blues, really good. This one's tougher to find, but anything on that Prestige Bluesville, ooh, gotta grab it. Okay, this is one we all know, but another just when you find something this clean. Oh, where you at? Dave Brubeck, Time Out, classic, a jazz staple. Look at that thing. It sounds so good. Big thanks to Greg Heath, Needle in the Hay Vinyl, hooking me up with this one. He also gave, with this I got the Billie Holiday Lady in Satin stereo. It's really good, but it's off to a better home now, but happy to have that one. How'd that get in there? Huh. Well, The Last Poets, At Last. This is a sealed copy. I'll throw this up tonight. That one ain't supposed to be in there. All right. Woo, look at this one. Here's one you don't see that often. Michael Jackson, which, happy birthday, Mike, August 29th. This is, what is this? What year is this? 2001. This thing is smoking clean. Yeah, a really tough Michael Jackson to find, but he's got a lot of great tracks on here. You Rock My World, which if you were around MTV when that video came out, You Rock My World, it was great. They had some great music videos back then. But yeah, this one will go up. This one will go up tonight. So if you want like a really super duper clean copy, there you go. It'll start tonight. Woo! I've had this lady before, but this is her debut. Candy Staten. I'm Just a Prisoner. First pressing on Fame. Good straight up soul. I mean, yeah, she's good. The album I had of hers was Stand By Your Man. But this is a good clean copy. So if you want a shot at it, Friday, tonight. Now here's one I've never seen before, but dude, it's got Grant Green. Sam Lazar, Space Flight. I think this is 1960. I need to get a new sleeve for that one. Yeah, 1960 on Argo. If you like organ, it's good, but man, Grant Green, woo, shreds on this one. That's a cool cover too. Yeah, this one's kind of tough to find. Cover alone, man, right? Okay, this one, never heard of this band. It's called The Wake. Here Comes Everybody. So this is the first UK pressing. So The Wake toured with Joy Division. Or no, I'm sorry, New Order. They toured with New Order after Joy Division disbanded after the loss of their singer. And it sounds a lot like them. It sounds a lot like New Order, toned back a little bit. There's not as much. It's not quite as heavy through the speakers. It's a little more distant. It's like Diet New Order, I guess. But it's really good if you like that sound. And these are kind of hard. First UK pressings, kind of hard to come across. So this one will go up tonight. 3-day auction. Really good stuff. Okay, we're getting down to the last three here. Never seen this one before, but man, it's jazz, so you know you got to give it a shot. Don Wilkerson, Texas Twister. I think this is 1960 on Riverside. Don Wilkerson didn't put out a lot. He had what's the one he did on Blue Note? Preach Brother. Yeah, he didn't put out a lot of titles, but look at that lineup. Nat Adderley, Leroy Vinegar, Sam Jones, Barry Harris, Billy Higgins. Really good, straight up hard bop, fast, and he blows. That's cool and a half. Y'all ever seen this one? This is a 68. Always still looking for a, it's got the shaded torso. Always looking for an original, as I think most of us are, but it just doesn't happen, you know, especially something that's in our price budget. This one's all right. It's like a strong VG, but it'll go up if you want a good decent copy and a pretty clean cover too. Starting up tonight. All right, last one. When I posted on Instagram last night some of the ones I found, I was getting most comments on this one, and it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's rare soul. It's good. I debated keep. I was listening to it this morning. I was debating keeping it, but I think I'm gonna let it go. Gloria Scott. What am I gonna do? It's a promo copy, and it's really, really clean. She had some Northern Soul type hits in the late 60s, I believe. But this is her first and only full-length album, I believe. I could be wrong. I think this is her only full-length album. And it's good, don't get me wrong. It's got some disco kind of funk soul to it, but it's mainly, you know, heartfelt, really solid soul. Really, really good. Clean cover too. All right, guys, that's it. Sorry it's taking me so long, but man, life happens. You know, I'm always out there digging, and I'll be back. We'll see you later.